That clear brown liquid with the funky salty punch you find in Southeast Asian cooking? That's fish sauce, one of the oldest and most flavorful condiments on the planet. It might smell intense, but it's essential for adding umami, depth, and complexity to dishes like pad thai, pheo, and even Caesar salad. But have you ever wondered how this sauce, made from just fish and salt, can be so powerful and shelf-stable? Or why does it take months, sometimes years, to produce? Today, we're taking you deep into the heart of a fish sauce factory to uncover the age-old fermentation process, a method that's been used for over 2,000 years. From boat to barrel to bottle, the journey of fish sauce is one of patience, chemistry, and tradition. 1. Catching the raw material. Anchovies at the core. The fish sauce story begins not with exotic ingredients, but with one of the ocean's humblest species, anchovies. These small, oily fish are ideal for fermentation because they contain just the right amount of protein and fat. Their high amino acid content makes them perfect for breaking down into that deeply savory liquid. Most factories source their anchovies directly from local fishing boats, especially along the coasts of Vietnam, Thailand, or the Philippines. The moment the fish are caught, the clock starts ticking. Freshness is crucial. Within hours of being brought ashore, the anchovies are packed with coarse sea salt, beginning the preservation and fermentation process right on the boat or at dockside. This early salting stage helps prevent spoilage and kickstarts enzyme activity, setting the stage for what comes next. 2. Salt and layering, starting the fermentation. Once delivered to the factory, the anchovies are taken to large fermentation warehouses. Here, workers carefully layer the salted fish into massive fermentation vessels, often large ceramic jars or concrete vats lined with food-safe materials. The process is simple but extremely specific. One layer of fish, one layer of salt, repeated until the container is full. The ratio of salt to fish usually ranges between 25 to 30% salt by weight. That might sound like a lot, but it's absolutely essential. The salt doesn't just preserve the fish, it draws out moisture and protein, helping the enzymes within the anchovies break them down over time. At this point, the vats are sealed, sometimes with heavy wooden lids, sometimes with tarpaulins or plastic sheets, and then left in the sun. This is where the magic of fermentation begins. 3. Fermentation. Nature takes its time. Here's where fish sauce sets itself apart from other condiments. It's not cooked, it's fermented. And this process can take anywhere from 9 months to 2 years, depending on the desired flavor. During fermentation, the proteins in the anchovies break down into amino acids, especially glutamic acid, which gives fish sauce its iconic umami flavor. The salt continues to pull out liquid from the fish, forming a briny mixture rich in flavor and aroma. As the months pass, the fish turns into a thick, pasty mass, and the golden brown liquid begins to rise to the top. The mixture is stirred occasionally to help distribute the enzymes and ensure even fermentation. Traditional factories let nature do the work, using just heat, salt, and time. There are no additives, no preservatives, and no shortcuts, and that's what gives high-quality fish sauce its deep, complex flavor. 4. Pressing and extraction. Liquid gold. After months of patient waiting, it's time to collect the precious sauce. This is done through pressing and extraction. In traditional systems, the top layer of clear liquid is carefully siphoned off and filtered. This is known as the first press, or nuoc mam ni in Vietnamese, and it's the most prized, flavorful version of the sauce. What remains in the vat, the fish residue and leftover liquid, can be pressed further to extract more sauce. However, the quality decreases slightly with each press. High-end brands usually only bottle the first press, while others blend the first and second for consistency. The extracted liquid is run through multiple layers of filtration, using cloth, mesh, and sometimes even charcoal to remove any particles, fish bits, or sediment. The result? A clear amber brown liquid that smells, well, intense, but tastes incredible. 5. Maturation and quality testing. Flavor and focus. Before bottling, some fish sauce producers age the filtered sauce even longer in clean holding tanks. This maturation phase allows the flavors to mellow and develop further complexity. Think of it like aging wine or soy sauce. The longer it sits, the smoother the taste. Factories then begin the quality testing phase. Each batch is checked for nitrogen levels, which measure how much protein has been broken down, higher, lower, better. Salt content, which must be stable for safe storage, color and clarity, ensuring no cloudiness or spoilage, microbial safety, confirming no harmful bacteria. Top-tier fish sauce often has a nitrogen content of 30 degrees north or more, a sign of its richness and umami power. 6. Bottling, sealing the tradition. Once the fish sauce passes all tests, it's time to bottle up the liquid gold. The sauce flows into bottling lines where automated machines fill glass or plastic bottles, cap them tightly, and label each one with batch numbers and branding. Some factories still use manual bottling for small batch or artisanal products, giving a more hands-on touch. Labels usually indicate the nitrogen level, e.g. 40 degrees north, and origin, like Phu Quoc, Thailand's Rayong, or the Philippines' Lingayen Gulf, helping buyers recognize quality. The bottled sauces are packed into boxes, sealed, and shipped across the globe, ready to land in your favorite restaurants, grocery stores, or home kitchens. 7. Byproducts. Nothing goes to waste. Interestingly, not all parts of the fish go into the final bottle, but nothing is wasted. The leftover solids from fermentation, often called fish paste or fish residue, are repurposed as fertilizer, animal feed, or sometimes processed into lower-grade condiments used in cooking pastes. Even the second and third press liquids are used in lower-cost sauces or mixed into cooking blends. The idea is simple. Use every drop and every part of the fish to ensure sustainability and reduce waste. 8. A global journey. From ancient roots to modern kitchens. Fish sauce may be rooted in Southeast Asian tradition, but its influence has gone global. Today, it's used by chefs from New York to Paris, appearing in unexpected places, mixed into soups, salad dressings, marinades, or even blended into hamburgers for that extra kick of umami. And here's a surprising fact. Ancient Rome had its own version of fish sauce called garum, made using almost the same process over 2,000 years ago. Just like modern fish sauce, it was aged, strained, and used to flavor everything from meats to vegetables. So next time you splash a few drops into your dish, you're not just cooking, you're tapping into centuries of culinary wisdom. Fish sauce might be one of the most misunderstood condiments on the shelf, but now you know the truth. It's not just stinky fish juice. It's the product of time, nature, and tradition working together in harmony. From freshly caught anchovies to rich amber liquid, the process can take over a year, and every step plays a role in building that deep, complex flavor. Behind each bottle is a legacy that spans cultures and continents. It's a reminder that sometimes the most flavorful things in life are also the simplest, and that patience, not speed, is what creates quality. If this behind-the-scenes look at fish sauce amazed you, imagine what we'll explore next. Hit that like button, subscribe for more deep dives into the world of crafting and manufacturing, and tell us in the comments. What food factory do you want us to reveal next? Until then, happy cooking. And don't be afraid to add that splash of funk. It might just be the missing magic.